Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to today's video. Today's video is quite an interesting video. It is going to be 19 things I learned during 2019, and I feel like I've learned a lot. And some of these are super lighthearted and some of these require a little bit more of an explanation. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you do, make sure that you would go ahead, give it a big thumbs up, and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, because I also learned recently that half of my viewers aren't even subscribed to me. So if you guys want to hit that subscribe button, that would be super awesome, and make sure you turn on that post notification bell while you're at it. Number one, so I have them written down. Number one is don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. As you guys know, if you guys have been following me, I just moved across the country this year to pursue my dream, and that was a big leap of faith. And I think every once in a while I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I'm making the worst mistake of my entire life. But then I was like, no, like it's okay to take a leap of faith, because worst comes to worst brings me to number two. You can always go home. You are not as old as you think you are. That is one of my biggest things, is like I'm 23 years old and I'm always like,
I'm so old, I'm so late to the bandwagon, I can't pursue my dreams because I'm so old.
No, you are not too old, I promise you. Self-care is not selfish. Not everyone will be your friend. Going along with that, if your friend isn't supportive of your dreams or what you want to do, they don't always have to agree with it, but if they don't support you, they're not really your friend. You cannot be upset with someone if they're doing something that bothers you and you haven't communicated to them that it's bothering you. That's one thing that I've learned really quickly. Actually, I learned that one really quickly, that if you don't communicate with someone that something's bothering you, you can't be mad at them. I mean, technically you can be, but you shouldn't be mad at them because they have no idea that they're even doing it. Most likely, it's not to be malicious. They're not like purposely doing it to you. They're doing it because that's just who they are, and they have no idea that it bothers you. Sorry, my camera died there for a quick second. Set boundaries. It's kind of a weird thing because I never really learned about that until this year, hence why it's in this video. But it's okay to set boundaries. Like, that's not a mean thing. So like me and my mom, we had to set a boundary because if I didn't respond to her within like 24 hours, then she'd instantly be like, are you alive? Are you alive? And that would just bother me a lot. So I had to write to her and I was like, hey, I think we should set a boundary. Like, if you want to talk to me, say it this way. Be like, hey, like just say, hey, I really want to talk to you. Are you free tonight to call? I don't want to get all these text messages like where you think I'm dead. Like, so I was like, we just had to set a boundary. Or if you don't really want people in your room, it's okay to set a boundary and be like, hey, I just don't really want people in my space. I'm pretty sure we're on 9, and that would be, I hate LA traffic. If your job does not appreciate you, it is okay to leave and find a new job that will. God's timing is not your timing, so just know that. It's okay to say no to social outings. That is one thing I had to learn really quickly when I moved to LA. I just instantly made all of these friends, and I went from having no friends to having like a group of 75 people who all wanted to hang out all the time. I'm not kidding. I just kind of had to learn, like, you don't have to be at every social event, and it's okay to say no. If you have a really bad feeling about something, you should trust it. It's really hard to hate someone that you're praying for or you're praying with. So if you have an issue with someone, especially if it's someone close, sit down and pray with them, because I'm telling you, it is so hard to dislike someone or have hatred towards them or have anger towards them when you're literally praying together. Always sign a contract. Sometimes distance is the best thing to bring people closer. It is such a weird and backwards thing to learn, but me moving has brought me closer and closer to my family, which is so weird considering I am like, what, 3,000 miles away from them, but yet I am the closest to them that I've ever been. You cannot judge someone based on where they're at on their journey. I had to learn this, especially with my faith and my Christianity, is the fact that like, I can't judge someone based on where they're at in their journey, because they might just be starting their journey, and so who am I to judge them, because we all have our own separate journey. Does that make sense? In the year 2019, I definitely learned to be slow when it comes to being angry, because like I used to get mad like that, and I would just like get like super like just angry, and I'd be like, why would you do that, blah 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 blah. And now I've just kind of mellowed out and realized it's like, why did someone do that, and like really think through it before you get angry at someone. And the very last thing that I learned in 2019 is probably one of my favorites. I actually have it on like a little board that I bought from, I think, like TJ Maxx, but it says, if you can't stop thinking about it, don't stop working on it. That has been one of like the biggest things that I've learned. It's like, honestly, if you have something on your heart that you want to do so badly, don't stop working on it, because the second you stop working on it is when you're gonna have a regret. And I'm a firm believer that that everyone, like if you work hard for something, it will happen. So just keep working hard on it, don't stop, and it'll happen. I mean, I have always wanted to move to LA and it happened this year. And so like for me, this is really big. This is like one of the biggest things that I've ever done in my entire life. I don't know. And it's all just centered around YouTube and how I couldn't stop thinking about it. I went every day thinking about YouTube and I never stopped thinking about it and I never stopped working on it. And here we are. So anywho, that was 19 things that I learned in 2019. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I also have another one where I did 18 things that I learned in 2018. I'll link that down below. It'll be the first link in the description box if you guys want to check that out from last year. I definitely learned a lot last year. Last year was a very emotional year. So this year I feel like was like the year of taking a leap of faith. Last year was just, it was a year of healing. There was a lot of healing that needed to happen last year. Anywho, if you guys enjoyed this video, I would hope that you would go ahead, subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on the post notification bell to be notified every single time I post a new video. I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye.